about the hidden videos and the videos that you're destroying that you don't want out from the police department? You gonna comment about that?
I don't destroy videos.
Oh, you let other people destroy it.
No,
Who's destroying this?
there's no videos. There's no destroyed videos that
Really?
I had anything to do with.
Who had to do with it?
There's no destroyed videos.
How many times have I been to that city, would you say? There, Lori?
I don't know who Lori is.
Well, whatever your name is, I can't remember.
Lisa.
Lisa. I'm sorry.
We don't need to have this discussion.
That was kind of rude. That was kind of rude, Ron.
The meeting isn't open. Who are you, ma'am?
I'm the mayor.
You're the mayor? You're gonna vote for this ridiculous person? Why wouldn't you discuss it? The public is here to discuss it. The meeting hasn't started yet. Why can't we discuss the person in it right? For people to walk in and inquire as to, I'll understand more.
I'm trying to prevent it from going into the RT. Yeah.
Why can't we?
Yeah, it's
Are you gonna
it's
explain it?
ridiculous. I will. I will.
Tell me about Matthew Price. Is it Matthew Price? Are you where is Matthew Price? How many times did he fail the bar exam? That's what I heard. I don't know that to be correct, but I heard he wasn't very good. Well, you know, I still have a license too. I'm proud of what I'm doing. Are you proud of what you're doing?
Absolutely.
Really? You're proud of trying to take people's First Amendment rights away from being able to record in publicly accessible areas of public buildings? What's the issue with that? I think I've been here 5 or 6 times to see Lori or Lisa or whatever her name is. And I don't think we've had an issue in any of those encounters. Have we had an issue in any of those encounters? Can I get your tongue now? Mayor told you to shut up, so you're going to shut up? You good little puppy. I mean, y'all just follow orders and listen to what your idiot attorney tells you. You're the ones that were elected by these people. I venture a guess here that most of these people want transparency. Right? I don't think they want you just shutting people out. I think they want you letting people in. What happened to that? When did we decide that the government could lock people out of their buildings? When did we decide that? No? Hey, sir, I heard you got some tread problems on your tires. Did you get that resolved?
You don't worry about that.
Well, I'm worried about it. I heard you got lots of issues.
All you want to.
How much money do you need to get the tread fixed on your tires? We can do a fundraiser. You want to do a fundraiser for you? You want to do a fundraiser? You think you got more money than I got? Really? You want to compare?
You're on Facebook trying to give
You want to compare money? Really? I know. I like pretty
You got shit.
I don't got shit. I love the overalls you got on there. That's really nice outfit.
Hey, what about my overalls?
I like your overalls too.
Okay.
I got no problem with your overalls.
Good, Gary. Don't
You got a problem? What's your name, sir?
do it.
You gonna get angry too? Oh, you're here supporting cutting off the First Amendment, right? You friends with that guy? Can you help him get some tread on his tires? Can you help him get some tread on his tires? Could you please get him some new tires?
I know
He doesn't
We
need
run
it.
on slicks around here.
I see that. Hey, could you do us all a favor? Next time he's running on slicks, could you go get on a really slick road
Yeah, I will.
and not brake at a corner?
I do that all the time.
intersection.
I do
and
that
just
all
keep
the
on
time.
traveling
We
through?
get on
doing us
roads
all a
like
favor.
that all the time and just
You'd
do
be
that.
doing us all a favor if you
Yeah,
did
we
that.
do that. Hey, we really do.
Could you hit the fence the next time?
Yeah,
and
we
just
did.
avoid us all having
Hey,
a
we
problem?
hit the fence, we hit the culverts, we hit
Will
everything.
you do me a favor? Will you go suck
Yeah, I
start
will.
your
I'll do
Go
everything.
suck start
I
your
will.
guns,
I
sir.
will. I'll do
Go
everything.
suck start your guns.
I sure will.
That'd be a better use of
I'll
life.
do everything.
I know you should.
Just when you do it, I'll do it.
I'm not gonna do it.
No, you're not gonna do it
Why would I do that?
because
Because why, sir?
you're just trying to stir people up.
You're
all
darn
you
right
do.
I am. Because they're
Yeah.
trying to take away our
Yeah,
personal
no, they're not
rights.
trying to
You're
jack.
absolutely right. I'm gonna stir stuff up.
I can't read. Can you read? Can you read? You can't, can you? You got to
So
follow
that's
him
like, that's like
around.
the worst
You got to
comeback
follow
ever.
the leader.
That's like the
Don't
worst
you? Hey,
comeback
hey,
ever.
You got to follow him around, don't you? Like a little puppy.
Come on.
That's all
Come
it
up with
is.
something
Little
better.
puppy.
That's no lie.
No, I'm not shutting up.
No, don't shut up.
I'm not
please.
going to.
You shouldn't.
I'm
Your
not.
First Amendment right
That
to not
is.
shut up.
Yeah.
They want to take away your First Amendment right.
They're not
I believe
taking
you
away
have-
yours.
I believe
Not
you
taking
have the
away
right to
nobody.
say all the stuff that you're saying.
No, they're
I don't.
not.
I
No,
see.
they're not.
Here's what we're different. You think that they should take away people who disagree with the government's opinions. I think
And you
that
think
those
right
are
the
the kind
opposite.
of opinions that we
You
should
think
support.
right the opposite.
Absolutely. I
It's
think somebody
everything-
should be able to speak
Everything
on top of their
according
lungs,
to you
whatever
is
they
right,
want.
right?
No, sir.
Everything according to
No,
you is
sir.
right.
You
Yes,
go ahead and
it
say
is.
whatever you want.
Yes, it is. No, you
You have
think
the
everything
God-given
is
right
right.
to, sir. You have the God-given
You
right
better
to say
believe
whatever
I
you want
do.
to. Why are they trying to take away our
They're
rights?
not trying to take away nothing of yours.
Really? What are they trying to take away?
Nothing.
No?
Nothing of
They're not
yours.
trying to ban.
No, they're not taking away
Y'all
nothing
going
of
live?
yours.
Hey Matthew, how many times have you
There
come
it
to
is.
bar?
Yeah.
0? That's not what I heard. Did you struggle in law school, bud? I got a lot of reports that you were struggling. Where'd you go, OU? Is that where you went? Matthew, do you have any comments before we go into the meeting as to why you think they should cut off the First Amendment rights to the press to record in publicly accessible areas of public buildings? Any comment, Matthew?
No, they're just gonna get that price.
That's all right. Y'all should understand that the cities that he represents, let's see, one of them denied me records for being white. I don't know if you saw that video. That was fun. That's Boeing. That's what he represents that. Or hey, what about one of his other cities where in Warner, Oklahoma, their town officials are stealing, and Ron over there caught him.
Don't be pointing fingers at me. I'll whoop your ass. Don't do that.
You
Don't.
caught him over there stealing, didn't you, Ron?
One of them, yeah, I did.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go. So what you gonna whoop my ass for?
Because you pointed at me. You can't point.
I
Don't-
can point. You're
don't-
right over there. You're Ron.
I
You're
don't.
not Ron.
Stop.
Oh man, you have a problem with the First Amendment too.
No, I don't.
Oh, I was gonna.
That's
okay.
why I just said
got
I'll
you.
whoop your
You
ass.
just-
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
here. I got you.
Matt, did you
I
bring
got
beef jerky?
Not this time.
Okay, thank you. It was good beef jerky though.
I got chips.
Stop. You're not gonna butter me up. The number 9, he's right. That's a bad vote. That's why I'm here.
I wanna know who authored it. Did you author it?
Matthew Price did.
Matthew?
Yeah.
It's too well written for him. Last time
No,
I
he got it
did-
from the municipal league. He can't write for sure. His
Well, I
writing,
saw-
I
I
a lot of
saw-
his
I saw
cases, his
the
writing
non-double
is
standard.
absolute crap.
I'm the real Ron.
But he didn't write
Nice
this.
to meet you.
I'm-
I'm the real Robin.
Okay, I'm from across the
I
river.
figured,
Okay.
I figured.
Yeah.
back
Nice to
with
meet
it.
Yeah, you too, man.
Oklahoma Municipal League wrote it. He's trying to get it past in all the cities. I'm gonna be here Monday to get
Where are
arrested.
your glasses?
Police chief.
Is this?
I'll be here Monday to get arrested.
Is this
I'm
like
not sure that the
town
sheriff
stuff, or
can
what is
accept
this?
as a
Yeah, I
jail.
mean, I use my own.
Pretty sure they're gonna-
You're
Through the
gonna have to
town,
figure
okay.
that one
Good
out.
on
I
you
don't
then.
know
We're not
exactly where
high
you're gonna
tech,
take
you
this.
know.
Yeah,
But I don't
I'm not
know
either.
where
Yeah,
you're gonna
Saving,
accept this.
saving money.
we don't have
We'll figure it out
tripods
on
and
Monday.
handoff
I got my
sticks
bonds
and
all
all that kind of
worked
stuff.
out, so I'll be here.
Kentucky might be on.
Where is the bond?
All right, it's ready, and then when we're done, we'll stop it with it.
Hey, Ron, there's a lot more people here than there are at Warner meetings. I'll give Gore that for sure.
Well, I think it had something to do with the posts and stuff. Your post, Sean's post, live. People didn't know this was going on. They didn't know their government was gonna do it secretly, behind closed doors and at secret meetings and meetings that they don't really tell the public what they're doing. But according to some of them, the public's been really clamoring for this. I stopped and talked to some people on the way, and none of the people I talked to said that they've been begging them to pass an ordinance that makes it a crime to record in the public buildings. Nobody in town that I talked to has said that, man, they've been calling up here begging them to pass this law.
I don't think that
I'm pretty
it's.
sure it's for that Lisa lady.
I don't even think that it's constitutional to do
It's
that.
not.
Yeah.
That's why I'm gonna come get arrested on Monday. See, he's got a misunderstood idea that this, because it's a limited public forum, they can do whatever they want. See, there's a rational basis test that's got to be applied in this intermediate scrutiny when it's a limited public forum, and also he's not really analyzed the freedom of press aspects of that. He only was looking at the First Amendment aspects of free speech. Again, now are you licensed to practice in any federal courts? Any
Yeah, no.
federal courts? That's a no. So we're going to take him to the Western District. That's where I'm going to take Warner. I'm going to take him. The Eastern District.
Quit messing
I'm
with.
gonna take him to the Eastern.
Don't mess with Warner. Come on now.
You expose too much fun stuff, and they destroy those records. And there's a law in Oklahoma that I already took to the Oklahoma Supreme Court, and they didn't want to make a decision on. So I'm just going to add that, and we'll bring it to federal courts under a civil rights claim, and I'm going to get a federal court to make that decision. We'll get Matt over there in federal courts.
Okay.
He needs to be there.
We learned to help.
He's gonna have a lot of fun. He's gonna have a lot of fun. Now you should get caught up on the FRCP, bud.
Has everybody that wants to sign up for public
Did you sign
speakings?
Yeah. They said you
Signed
can
up
only
yet?
choose one.
It's okay.
Yeah, you get it.
I just wanted to say that we are happy that you guys are here, and we are happy for anybody who wants to video our public meetings.
Just not the publicly accessible parts of your public buildings, right? Please do. Just not those places.
Particularly your little office right there.
We're gonna come see you Monday then. I'm really excited about it. It's kind of fun going to jail.
No, it's not.
It really has not been that bad. Like the squat and hold the nuts and stuff. Like I've gotten used to it. This
You got more money than I
like,
do, I
it used to
guess.
scare me, but now it's like, let's go, baby. I'll go do some more. I have no shame. I'm sorry, yo.
I don't either, but I don't like eating bologna sandwiches either.
Oh man, the tomato
Did they
soup.
beat- did
No,
they
the
beat you
tomatoes. It was. I think it was a tomato and grilled cheese sandwich was what was supposedly for dinner when I got arrested for waving at a judge in a courtroom the other day.
Yeah.
Man, that was some disgusting looking food.
Officer Gibson, are you new? I just asked him a question.
Please, my officer. Officer Gibson. Officer Gibson. What's his first
All I
name?
gotta do is just, now you're
I'll
gonna
get
pay
it.
for
You're employed.
Look it up.
I'm employed. Look it up. And then I'm gonna look at his history. And Chief, I hear you have an attitude problem. You're already
I
showing.
didn't think that was
I'm glad you pointed that out.
Yes, all right. Well, that's a good thing to have as a police officer.
You got any bad history?
To have it, yeah. We're gonna find out if you have that. Have you abused any women or children? You abused any women or children? You'd be surprised at how many cops we find that abuse women and children. Like, it seems to be a systemic problem.
We will.
I'm going to.
Good.
I'm gonna look at everything you've ever done.
48 hours, I'll know everything there is to
We're
know.
gonna have a lot of fun with you, sir. I'm looking forward to seeing you Monday when you arrest me. I mean, I really want to sue you, so it'll be fun. You know that you won't have qualified immunity on this, since the 10th Circuit's already decided this issue, and dumb shit over there doesn't understand it, right? Don't you dare tell me I can't say shit. Don't you dare tell me I can't say shit. Shit. I'm not disbarred, sir. I'm suspended. I'm suspended for doing this kind of stuff, sir. And I'm very proud of it. I chose this over money, unlike sellout over there, Matt Price. But that's all right. I'm good with it.
I can't wait for 48 hours, I'll
We're
know
coming, sir.
everything there is to know about.
We're coming. We're coming.
All-
We're coming.
We're actually like New Jersey. What's that? Loved it. It's gonna pay a big payday.
Good.
Are you gonna be done like that, officer? You can go ahead and put the cuffs on
And
me
we're
right
here
here,
in
but
Gore dealing with the pigs
I'm
and
afraid.
trucks in town. The overalls is pregnant with that tread on his hires. His brother over there is a real peach too. Police chief's a real jackass.
Yes, I am.
We know.
you know
We
it's
caught that.
No, it's done. Yeah, we got it.
Let's see. It really is, man. That grip is, that grip, you ain't been using that grip very
Yeah, I
often.
cleaned my
It is
stuff.
6.
Oh,
I
yeah?
bet you do.
Yeah.
All right, 6 o'clock. We're going to call this meeting to order. It's Tuesday, September 17th, 6 o'clock. Call to order. Roll call. Matt.
Here.
Joni. Here. Robin. Here. Larry.
Here.
Randy.
Here.
Item 3, salute the flag. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item 4 is prayer. Do I have anyone from the Alliance here?
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this time that we can gather together, take care of the business of your people and our town. We thank you that you give us wisdom and guidance in everything that we do. And we just thank you for helping us get through any tough issues and walking in love towards each other. In Jesus' name, amen.
Yes. All right. Item 5, public speaking. I have a Ron Durbin. Okay. Speakers are limited to 3 minutes in compliance with the Oklahoma Open Meetings Act. No action or discussion is permitted by the town council on any issues or topic raised by a speaker during this public comment period. All right. Mr. Or Mr. Durbin.
My name is Ron Durbin. I'm with Gorilla Publishing. I'm here tonight, along with a lot of the people that are in this audience, because it's come to our attention that there's an attempt by this city, led by Matthew Price, amongst other cities, to restrict the First Amendment right for the press to record. Again, the fact of the matter is that we've come to Gore many times requesting records. And it seems that this is all stemming from the fact that Lisa has an issue with people coming in and requesting open records holding a camera. That is something that is guaranteed to all of us by the First Amendment. And you all, in drafting this, have interestingly done something that we know you all would do. You said, hey, public, hey, people, you can certainly have no right to record in our buildings. Not remembering the fact that the buildings are paid for by the public, but what do you exclude and who do you allow to record? Those guys. Anybody that's part of the thin blue line. In other words, you let yourselves record to do whatever you want to do, but you tell the public that we can't do the same in buildings that their taxpayers, that their tax money pays for. You all receive money from the state of Oklahoma. You all receive grants from all over this country. The First Amendment is a fundamental right of all of the people, and restricting somebody's right to record their interaction with government is restricting their right to document government not behaving appropriately. And fortunately for you all, Lisa has actually behaved herself every time we've been here. But that is not always the case. The act of recording is not to keep somebody, to have somebody do the right thing. It's to catch those people that are doing the wrong thing. So when we go to places that Matt represents, like the city of Boynton, we're not rejecting records because I'm white and I'm asking for records. That's the kind of thing that allowing somebody to record prepares them to be able to document when somebody is infringing on those rights. And you might not care about it. And the fact that you've been elected and this state has been in existence since 1907, and here today, you're going to take away the rights that everybody up until this point has had, and that you could be proud of that. I just want you to know that we're going to hold you accountable. The public is going to hold you accountable. We're not going to stop on this. You're getting bad legal advice. I would urge you to consider one thing. You don't have to act immediately. Listen to what the man says, but do your own research. Discuss with the public. There's no reason you can't table this. Have public comment. Consider what your citizens want and come back to this another day. So I would urge discretion and not restricting the First Amendment. And I think I nailed those 3 minutes.
Thank you. Anyone else? No. Move on to item 6. Consider for approval A through C, which is minutes for the August 20th meeting, financial report for August, and purchase orders for August 2024.
Make a motion, we approve item 6, A, B, and C.
I will second that.
Matt?
Yes.
Joni? Yes. Robin?
Yes.
Larry?
Yes.
Randy?
Yes.
Item passes. Item 7. Discussion with Wes Stewart with Holloway of Buckendale regarding the Haven Heights Overlay Project. In our book here towards the back, you have his tabulation, the bid tabulation. Where you go?
Yeah, I can put my hand
All
through
right,
it.
great.
Thank you for having me. So as you know, I met with Jeremy last week. We kind of looked at everything and talked more about it and about the options we've got. So we had the base bid and then some alternates. And have you guys had time to kind of talk, look at it, think about it?
We have looked at
Okay.
what you provided.
Yeah, so after Jeremy and I met and we looked at the section that's starts at State Highway 100 and then goes straight up and before it turns. And that was the option. That was alternates 3 and 2 and 4. Alternates 2 and 4. And we both feel like the current state of that pavement warrants work done to it, especially after the contractor hauls in a bunch of material, and I think it's gonna tear it up doing the middle section. So I would recommend doing the entire scope of work in the plan.
So that would be alternate 1, 2.
Yeah, that'd be the base bid and all 4 alternates.
And then we had 2 contractors that bid.
Correct. We had 2 contractors. I worked with APAC, their quality contractor. They were not low bid. I've never worked with McKinsey Asphalt, the low bidder. I called a couple of their references. Actually, I called all the references they gave me and got to speak with 2 of them. And they gave excellent reviews. I got a list of some equipment that they own. They appear to have the equipment and the expertise. They're not, it's a newer company, but they've been in the business. They've worked in the industry for quite a while. And they got good reviews. They seem to do quality work from what I can gather. And I would recommend them being awarded whatever you guys choose to do.
Questions?
So we're talking about this entire thing
All the way to.
is what they're recommending, or you're recommending.
Yeah, that's what I'm recommending, yes. So the reason why we broke it up into as many alternates is we were concerned about the budget. And so we were trying to break it up that way you could have like an a la carte options to choose from. So we can kind of pick and choose. You don't have to do it all. You can, as a committee, decide or council decide how you want to spend it. But just looking at the project and the footprint, I would and the bid prices, they're good bid prices for the asphalt. I would recommend doing the entire.
Now, will they chip up everything from the highway all the way up? Is that
So as what's in the plans, wherever there's asphalt, so there's some sections that are just gravel.
that's correct?
So we have 2-inch milling over the whole thing, but they won't really mill over where the gravel is. So they'll mill where there's existing asphalt, and then they'll come back in and put 3 inches of asphalt. It's S3 asphalt. It's like a base course, and then they'll cap it with 2 inches of S4 asphalt. So it'll be a total of 5 inches of asphalt.
If that bottom's not good, I think we'll always not.
Yeah, if you get out and walk it, you can see it's rutting in a lot of places, and it's alligator cracking up, and I would recommend doing that.
I'll make a motion that we hire or award the contract to McKinsey Asphalt and go with base bid plus alternate 1, 2, 3, and 4 for a total of like 210, 247.
Second.
Matt,
Yes.
Jody, yes. Robin, yes. Larry,
Yes.
Randy.
Yes.
They seem to say when they might be a big charge on
I think they were ready to go as soon, so they haven't done any of the, I'll have to send them a notice of award, and I'll do that tomorrow. And well, I'll send it to you so you can sign it, and then
that. We keep these.
yeah, you can keep these. I've got 2 more copies if you want. And and I'll send them a notice of award, and I'll get with them on their contract documents. But it kind of depends on how fast they can turn around their bond, and usually it takes 2 to 4 weeks.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. Good evening.
Item 9, discussion of possible action regarding ordinance number 0917-2024-1, which is controlled access to town facilities. Mr. Price is going to speak about that for us, please.
I have a public speaker.
So this is, okay, sorry.
Ron Durbin for item number 9.
Oh, I get to go again?
You signed up twice.
Oh, sure. I thought normally public speakers come after the presentation part. I'd like to hear what Mr. Price has to say first, if we could do it in that order. This is gonna be a presentation. I've already spoken once. I want to hear what he's gonna say. I might educate you, or not.
Yes, ma'am. So on the proposed ordinance, controlled access to town facilities, I think it's important to.
Can't hear.
I think it's important to talk about some of the case law involved. If we look back to 1983, that's where we first get these tests that talk about what is and isn't allowed in government property. Talks about this non-public forum, public forum. Traditional public forums are things like parks, things like streets. Okay, that's an area where historically people have been allowed to participate in First Amendment freedom of expression activities, where they can interact with the public. When you move to facilities and areas that are in the non-public forum designation, that's going to be government facilities where government business is being conducted, and the government has the ability to control security on their private property, right? Just as a private property citizen would be able to do. This has been reaffirmed time and time again, with the most recent that I could find being the Minnesota Voters Alliance versus Mansky. It was a 2018 case. All these are U.S. Supreme Court cases, but this is the test that the Supreme Court uses to determine, do you have the ability to regulate the security of your facility? One of the comparisons that these cases makes is a military installation, where government employees are working at that military installation. Such a place is not a place you would expect to find people freely moving around the limited access areas. Much the same way, in a government building where employees are working, they're expected to pay water bills, request records, but it's going to be for the limited interaction and purpose. There are a manner and time when the place is set, hours it's open for, manners in which you can conduct your business. For instance, someone cannot walk into a government building, paint themselves blue and sing, "I'm a Yankee Doodle Dandy." It's not a place of unlimited expression, unlike a general public forum. There are times where a government building can open itself to be a public forum, such as during a public meeting. During those times, those are the ones where the government has allowed individuals to interact with the government, such as these meetings where we have public speaking, and they can make their presence known and discuss in that expression. Even that, though, is still limited, because again, you have to be speaking for the purpose of town meeting. If you want to engage in business completely disassociated with the town meeting and disrupt the meeting, those things are still illegal. This allows us to set these parameters where we can guarantee the security and safety of the employees of the town.
That's our job.
That is one of the jobs.
Anybody have Any questions?
So I understand limiting the access points, but if those access points are limited, what about the public access points that are still available?
Here.
And are those, what case law is available there?
Sure. On the public access areas, it's the same deal for this reason. For this reason, the areas that you allow the public to access into still are governed by the reasonable time, manner, purpose. So, for instance, like I said before, just because someone wants to walk into a government building in the open area, they can't put on art displays. That's not part of what they're allowed to do under these First Amendment understandings that the Supreme Court has issued.
So if we pass this ordinance, all reporting in our facilities, but what about, so you're saying even in that public access point? I just want to clarify.
That is correct.
In your opinion, this gets held up in court?
Yes.
I'll take the 3 minutes.
So, I'm gonna come at this from a personal experience. From a Muskogee Regional Medical Center. I know it's kind of two different things, but it's still employees' safety. At the end of the day, it is the board's responsibility to make sure that every employee has a safe working space. Now, constitutionally, I have a hard time with the limitations. But where do you draw that line? It's a double-edged sword. They have to be protected, and we fail if we don't take some type of measures. So I don't know. That's my 2 cents.
It's not mandatory in our jurisdiction, but there is another case on point. Sheets v. City of Punta Gorda, Florida. They have an almost word-for-word statute ordinance that was taken up in a district court case, federal district court case, and they use the same test that the Supreme Court put out on these non-public forums, and they came to the conclusion that under that test, ordinance was valid.
Can I say something? Okay,
I got 3 minutes. I got a lot to say, so we'll
I'm-
have 3 minutes.
I'm gonna leave. I'll say it anyway, and y'all can. I'm gonna leave respectfully. I don't do stuff like Ron does, but Matt, I love you. I love your beef jerky, but don't bring this stuff across the river to Warner. This is America. We pay for this building, like he said. Your employees are important. We have to protect them. But if it's a public space, it's public.
Amen, brother.
Okay.
Are we ready for the public speaking, or do you guys have any more questions? Okay.
Ready?
Go.
A couple of things. We kept hearing over and over again that you're worried about protecting the employees. And I want to point out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 cameras are pointed at all of you, and none of you are in danger. None of these cameras are going to step up and bite you. They're not going to shoot you like the moron police chief you got over there's gun in his holster. None of these cameras are going to do anything to anybody. You're not protecting employees by restricting it. And what Mr. Price doesn't tell you is, yes, in a limited public forum, you have the right to restrict it. But guess what? You've invited the public to come into this place during certain business hours. You've limited it to those hours. Can I stand here like I can stand on a public sidewalk after this building is closed? No. But if I am a member of the public and you've invited me into the publicly accessible areas, I have the right as a member of the public to go to those places in the limited time you have set for business hours to conduct my business. If you put a sign on that door that says restricted access area, authorized personnel only, I can't go through that. You've restricted it. You've reasonably taken the most limited step necessary to achieve your purpose of protecting your employees. What you can't do is what Mr. Price is trying to tell you to do, whatever in the world you want. You see, there's a test that applies, and on the very limited test for a non-public or even a limited public forum, it's called the rational basis test. Look it up. He maybe can explain it to you after the fact, but it's called the rational basis test. And in the very top of it, you have the strict scrutiny test. But where we're at in the limited public forum is called intermediate scrutiny. And the only case he can cite you is a district court case from Florida. Anytime a lawyer is resorting to citing district court cases and not 10th Circuit cases, which is where we're at, or if he was quoting cases down there, I think they're the 4th Circuit or the 3rd Circuit, he can't even quote that. He's not even quoting circuit opinions. He's quoting one district court judge that might have been appointed by Obama, for God's sake. I don't know who he's quoting, but it's not an appellate decision. The public has the right to access limited public forums during regular business hours to conduct their business. And in doing so, they have the fundamental right, just as that cop has the right to do, to record what's going on in their interaction with the government. And what he hasn't explained to you is that in every single district, from the 1st to the 10th to the 12th, all of them have determined that we have the right to record the government in the exercise of their duties. And when we're coming in here to engage with the city clerk or whomever, we have the same right to do the same thing. Finally, the simplest thing is you have to adopt something that achieves your purpose. You're worried about the employees. You're worried about safety. We've not heard any examples here tonight of anybody endangering their safety, coming in here with a camera. But what we have heard is ways you could solve it. Restrict access. Put something up. Put a window where people can come up. But you're posting public notices in this building, and people have the right to come in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, item 9, discussion of possible action regarding ordinance number 09-17-2024-1, controlled access to town facilities. I'll make a motion to approve ordinance number 09-17-2024-1, controlled access to town facilities.
I'll second it.
Matt,
Yes.
Joni,
I'm gonna abstain. I, for 99% of this, I'm a little uncomfortable with the wordage on the access.
Robin,
Yes.
Larry,
Yes.
Randy.
Yes.
Item passes.
They just killed it for a few minutes.
Item 10, discussion of possible action to pass as an emergency ordinance number 09-17-2024-1, controlled access to town facilities.
I make a motion to pass this emergency ordinance number 9-17-24-1, controlled access to town facilities.
I'll second.
Matt,
Yes.
Joni, Robin,
Yes.
Larry,
Yes.
Randy.
Yes.
Item passes. Item 11, discussion of possible action to approve town hall security upgrades. As we've mentioned, our employees deserve a safe, harassment-free work zone, and that's not what we've been providing lately. We have one employee that's had to do a protective order against someone. It's our job to make sure they have a space that they can work and do the business of the city. That's why we're here. So I would like to set up a $6,000 budget to allow us to put in a pay window. It'll take a little construction, and to set up a door to have access controlled to our public areas. People could still come in if they have an employee that brings them in, and if they can still go to Lisa's office as long as Lisa escorts them in there. So that is what I'd like us to do as far as setting up these areas where our employees will feel safe.
I'll move to approve the council security updates or upgrades.
I will second. No, you go ahead. I'll second it.
Matt,
Yes.
Joni,
Yes.
Robin,
Yes.
Larry,
Yes.
Randy,
Yes.
Item passes. Item 12. Discussion of possible action to approve proclamation declaring October Domestic Violence Awareness Month. This happens every October, and they feel like attention to this cause, this movement helps to put an end to domestic violence. Ways that we as a community can show our support is to do selfies wearing purple and hashtag Purple Thursday. Those are some things that we can do, or donate to a woman's shelter. October the 19th will be the Drive Out Domestic Violence. That is a caravan from Roland all the way to Gore. It starts at 4:45. I know the first time I saw this, I thought there was something bad going on in Gore, Oklahoma. There were so many emergency vehicles coming, but that's what it'll be. So this is our way of participating in that.
I make a motion that we approve October as domestic violence awareness.
Matt,
Yes.
Joni,
Yes.
Robin,
Yes.
Larry,
Yes.
Randy,
Yes.
All right, item 13, discussion of possible action to convene into executive session under the provisions of Title 25 OS Section 307B1 to discuss the employment, appointment, promotion, discipline, or resignation of A. Janet Biggs, B. Selena Williams, C. Travis Smith, D. Jason Fullen, and E. Jacob Lane. Lisa and Matt, I'd like you to join the motion.
I'll make a motion that we
Second.
go into executive session.
Matt,
Yes.
Joni,
Yes.
Robin,
Yes.
Larry,
Yes.
Randy,
Yes.